Down by the bend where the wildflowers grew, an old oak tree bearing scars deep and true. There an empty cabin sits where in years of sun, echoes of laughter where two hearts once spun. Oh, the porch still groans under ghostly weight. Dust swirls where you danced, too cruel, too late. Saddle untouched, the reins lay in despair. Abandoned ranch lingers like the scent of your hair. Gravel roads whisper tales of boots long gone. In the twilight, shadows stretch and yawn. Once we chased dreams through these fading trails, now just empty chairs, old mails and rusted nails. Oh, the porch still groans under ghostly weight. Dust swirls where you danced, too cruel, too late. Saddle untouched, the reins lay in despair. Abandoned ranch lingers like the scent of your hair. Under the vast prairie sky, I confess to the stars my regrets and that old blue dress. Rain may fall, cleansing my weary soul, but in this silent heart, your echo takes its toll. So I'll roam with the wind against my face, from the chapel to the bar, each forgotten place. Yet your memory binds like the cold earth clings to my boots, to my dreams, as the lone coyote sings. Abandoned ranch lingers, a whisper through the pines, in the heart of a cowboy, where the past never truly dies.
Out on the edge, where the oak trees meet the wind, I found an old porch swing where our love did begin. Those boots by the door, dusty and worn, they danced through the summer, by winter were torn. Echoes of laughter in the halls of this old cabin, faded like the photographs where time has woven satin. Oh, these boots, they call my name, whispers of the aspen beneath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road a memory's framed, but now I walk alone. The wild has changed, and these boots keep calling my name. The trail's gone colder, the town's a quiet shell, where our wild dreams once showed, and now silence fell. That scarf you left behind on the chair, it's still there. A touch of your presence like smoke in the air. Saddles gathered dust, the rains came to rust. What was built in the throes of love now crumbles to lust. Oh, these boots, they call my name. The whispers of the aspen neath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road a memory's framed. But now I walk alone. The wild has changed, and these boots keep calling my name. Sometimes I think to leave it all and ride, find a sunset that won't remind me of your eyes. But these plains hold your echo, the wind murmurs your sighs. In the vastness of the open, there's nowhere to hide. So these boots, they'll call my name. Through storms and the silence, past the sorrow and the pain. Each step on this fading trail, your love remains. A ghost in the twilight, a heart unrestrained. These boots will forever call my name. Yes, these boots will forever call my name.
In the shadow of the oak where we once lay, the grass still whispers secrets of that day. Beneath the wide unforgiving azure sky, a rusty porch swing creaks an old goodbye. Your scarf had danced a wild crimson weave, as silent as the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gales, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. I ride on under sunsets that deceive. Every mile the wind watched me leave. Now the trails blur where your laughter rang, gravel roads washed out after the rain. That cabin stands emptied by the ridge, windows staring out like ghosts adrift. Saddle worn from all the years I grieved. In the silence, the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gales, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. Through the dusk, your phantom I perceive. There in the dust, the wind watched me leave. By the flicker of the campfire's glow, I see your face in the fire's ebb and flow. A soul set free yet chained to past regret. The wind's soft sigh, a tune I can't forget. So I'll wander, let these old boots weave, passing lands where only spirits grieve. Each setting sun dips in gold to deceive, and in its dying light the wind watches me. Yes, forevermore the wind watched me leave. Oh, how silently the wind watched me grieve.
In the hush of dawn's first blush, by the creek where willows weep, I found a scarf light and torn where our love swore to keep. Underneath that old oak tree, carved two names for all to see. Now just ghosts in the breeze, whispering just to me. Boots rolled through, kicking dust, leaving just a trace. Silhouettes against the sunset, a haunted lover's grace. Every creak and floorboard on that porch echoes her sweet laugh. Boots rode through, but her memory's a photograph that won't fade in half. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now paths I walk alone. The cabin's empty, the fire's cold, where warmth once brightly shone. Old saddle hanging untouched tells more than words could say. Since you took that midnight train and life turned shades of gray. Boots rolled through, kicking dust, leaving just a trace. Silhouettes against the sunset, a haunted lover's grace. Every creak and floorboard on that porch echoes her sweet laugh. Boots rode through, but her memory's a photograph that won't fade in half. Oh, the rains they came, washed some pain, left puddles of the past. But deep beneath the river runs to seas that hold you fast. By the oak the scarf still flies, a flag of what's no more. In the winds across the plains, I hear you close the door. Boots rolled through, kicking dust, leaving just a trace. Silhouettes against the sunset, a haunted lover's grace. Though I trek these hills and valleys through the whispers of your laugh. Boots rolled through, and I'm just shadows of the past, catching photographs. Yes, boots rolled through, and my heart's a worn out map of your footpaths.
In the shadow of an oak, where the wild daisies grow, I first kissed you under that time-worn glow. Your laugh echoed off the canyon's embrace, while sunset painted gold on your face. Fading light, watch me leave through trails where heartaches weave, under skies too wide to grieve. The dust swirls with my dreams deceived. Now the cabin's empty where we used to dance. Floorboards whisper secrets to the cold expanse. That old porch swing sways, but only with the breeze, not like when we swayed, so effortless and free. trails with my dreams to see. On a gravel road, the rains came down, turned all those whispers, secrets into muddy ground. A scarlet scarf you left behind is the only touch I find. Fading light watched me leave, the yoke, the porch, and the memory weave. Sun dips low like my heart, it cleaves to the fading light that watched me leave. In the quiet solitude where shadows play, I reckon hearts like mine were made to stray. But as the stars come out to grieve, it's your name they whisper as I retrieve.
In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers low, I found you wild, you and me. Dandelion seeds ready to blow, your scarf a shade of sunset bright, tied to the saddle, flapping in flight. We traced gravel roads till they disappeared, each mile together, the skies we neared. Dandelions held tight in the palm, turned to wishes in the winds of time. You're a memory in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter in your hand and mine. With every sunset that paints the west, I find you still beating in this old cowboy chest. Now the porch creaks empty, the door swings free, echoing steps of an old melody. The cabin in the clearing with its quiet, cold glow holds the ghosts of your laughter in the shadows, down faded trails where our dreams once ran. I walk alone, a solitary man, where wildflowers whisper in the fields you adored. I search for you, my forever implored. Oh, dandelions held tight in the palm, turned to wishes in the winds of time. You're a whisper in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter in your hand and mine. Every sunset that bleeds through the west leaves your shadow dancing in my lonely chest. And I've learned to love like wildflowers grows in places left untamed, but holding on too tight, my dear, just leaves you with the seeds that rain. Dandelions once held tight in the palm, fade to wishes on horizons I roam. You're the echo in the canyons of my mind, a love lost in the sweep of time. Yet every sunset that dies in the west keeps you living deep within my lonesome chest.
Out of where the sunset kisses the oak tree's sleepy heads, we carved our names inside a heart upon the old porch ledge. Her laugh was like the wind that dances through the canyon wild, echoed in the valley where we dreamt beneath the skies. But dreams like rivers twist and vanish in the plains, leaving just a whisper in the boughs where we once lay. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more, as the stars went dim and the cold winds tore. In every whispered breeze, in the rustle of the leaves, I hear the goodbye she never said as it echoes in the trees. Now the gravel road's a friend, its dust coats my boots, each step away from what we had, a pain that roots and shoots. The cabin stands empty like the hollow in my chest, windows staring blankly at the life we once possessed. Her scarf still clings to the saddle like her hand in mine, a faded trail of memories lost within the pines. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more, as the stars went dim and the cold winds tore. In every whispered breeze, in the rustle of the leaves, I hear the goodbye she never said as it echoes in the trees. Maybe roads are for the roaming, maybe nights for the lone, but each sunset bleeds the same colors where her smile once shone. And if pain is a reminder of the love you've got to lose, then I'll bear this cross forever with her laughter as my muse. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more, as the stars went dim and the cold winds tore. Now every fading light on these lonely, restless nights brings her back to my side, neath the ghostly moonlight. Yes, her laugh shut the door, and oh, how it tore. Yet in the quiet of the dawn, I swear it opens once more.
Out where the oak trees shadow old gravel roads, I found her scarf a whisper among the ghostly oaks. Under a sky bruised purple by the dying sun, memories stir the dust where our rivers used to run. The canyon echoes her laughter in the breeze, swept through empty cabins, rustling the autumn leaves. Oh, the canyon haunts with its shadow so wide, where my heart lies buried on the wilder side, in the hush of the twilight, where the cold winds weep. Her memory holds me, but never sets me free. The porch swings lonely, the saddle's worn and old. No more tales by the fire, just the silence of the cold. The trails we wandered, now faded, overgrown, like the promises we made, now just stones I walk alone. Rain taps on the window like her gentle pleading eyes, asking why love's fire fades beneath the endless prairie skies. Yes, the canyon haunts with its shadows so wide, where my dreams turn to whispers on the wilder side. In the hush of the twilight, where her soft ghost cleaves, her memory holds me, but binds me, but never leaves. In the stillness I wonder, as the stars peer down, if love's just a moment's grace in this vast unending town. Can the heart reckon what the wild wind knows, that love's a fleeting shadow where the bitter river flows? Oh, the canyon haunts, and I'm a shadow too, roaming ever restless beneath the weeping moon. Yet in every whispered wind, in every shifting stone, she's the lingering sigh that I'll forever roam. Her memory holds me, haunts me, I'll never be alone.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild horses drank, by the riverside, where our love first sank, your scarf it danced with the autumn breeze on that old porch swing. We were wild, we were free. A lonely fire sank with the sun in your eyes. It burns through the night where my lone heart lies. Gravel roads whisper your name under moonlit skies. Every trail fades, but the memory never dies. The cabin stands empty where laughter used to reign. Windows stare blank through the dust and the rain. Your saddle's untouched since you rode out at dawn, leaving echoes in hallways where our melodies were born. Lonely fire sank with the sun in your eyes. It burns through the night where my lone heart lies. Gravel roads whisper your name under moonlit skies. Every trail fades, but the memory never dies. Now I roam through the twilight under starlit cloaks, finding solace in the silence, blowing smoke through the oaks. These hills hold secrets in their folds. I confide my regrets and my whispers with no place left to hide. Lonely fire sank with the sun in your eyes. Each ember a tale of hello and goodbye. As the darkness draws near and the cold settles in, your memory's a ghost, skin to skin, I can. Oh, lonely fire sank, and here I still lie on this endless trail under timeless night sky.
In the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and sighs, I found a locket of rusted gold beneath the endless sky. Engraved initials, worn and old, whisper secrets when I pry. Takes me back to dusty roads and the tears we didn't cry. Locket closed her eyes, memories inside. Neath the willows weep, where our promises lie. The wind sings her name through the prairie's embrace, and in every sunset's flame I see her trace. The cabin's quiet, the porch worn with the echoes of her life. Gravel roads we walked along, now paths of the past. The scarf she left still smells like rain and the dreams we dared to cast. But time pulled her away from me as shadows grew vast. Locket closed her eyes, memories inside. Beneath the willows weep, where our promises lie. The wind sings her name through the prairie's embrace, in every sunset's flame I see her trace. Oh, these hills recall the touch of her hand, and the stars up above, they understand how the heart holds on though the years may flee. In the solitude of the trails she walks with me. Locket closed her eyes, and so must I. With every dawn I try to say goodbye, but the wind sings her name, sweet and low, in the lands where the lonely cowboys go. Locket closed her eyes, never to say goodbye.
In the shadow of the oak, where the wild daisies grow, there's an old wooden porch wearing years of the sun's glow. Found a rusty locket in the pocket of a coat left to wear no more. Whispers of her laughter drifting after, echoing across the moor. Rusty locket shut the door on the love we can't restore. Wind's a witness to the cries under vast unending skies. Memories like dust are blown through the streets we walked alone. Each sunset bleeds into the night with a ghost of you in twilight's light. We rode the trails of juniper under canopies of pine, bound by dreams and leather reins. Your hand once sleeved in mine, but seasons turn as they will do. Leaves and love both falling through. Now the gravel roads bear no trace, just empty space where roses grew. Rusty locket shut the door on the hearts that beat no more. Silent cabins, empty chairs, half-forgotten evening prayers. Paths we paved with youthful dreams now just linger in moonbeams.
lost our way 'neath the harvest moon, where the nightingale sings a lonesome tune. Oh, these whispered plains know the cost of rain, every drop a tear shed in vain, and the locket's clasped like my heart won't last, just relics of a love now part of the past. Rusty locket, close the seam on the portrait of a dream. Let her smile fade away in the arms of yesterday, as the stars watch and weep into memories I'll keep, riding on till end of days with her love, a gentle haze.
Out by the old willow, where the creek sinks to stones, I left my heart hanging on the post of her home. My boots on the porch, dusty, worn, and bereaved. They've seen miles untold, but it's here they watched me leave. Oh, those boots watch me leave through the dust and the dead leaves. Echoes of her laughter in the breeze. The horizon holds my dreams, but my soul, it just clings to the ghost of her whisper 'neath the old oak trees. Town's just a shadow where our love used to dance. Now ain't nothing but the wind. Got a second chance. The saddle's worn thin like the scarf she gave me. Left it hanging on a nail in the shack by Dead Man's Leave. Yes, those boots watch me leave, past the chapel, past the grief. Sunset's bleeding like my heart in disbelief. Every gravel road whispers, every star's a deceit, telling tales of a love now just dust and a thief. There's a truth in the quiet when the prairie grass sways, in the songs of the night, in the old bygone days. If love is a land vast and wild and free, then I'm lost in its borders, where her memory's the key. Still those boots watch me leave, never once did they plead. Silent sentinels of a love, now a faded decree. And I wander these lands where my heart can't retrieve the love and the life that these boots watched me leave. So I'll walk on under skies vast and heat, where my boots silent still watch me grieve.
In the shadow of the old, where the creek used to sing, I found your scarf, the color of the spring, beneath the wide blue, where our dreams used to lay. Your barefoot steps in the dust, now fading away. Where we carved our names on that old porch wood, left them to the mercy of time and all it withstood. Those barefoot steps fade, but the heart remembers every shade. Echoes of your laughter in the wind's now bittersweet serenades. With every sunset that bleeds through the lonely pines, I find your shadow beside me in the whispers of the old times. The town got quieter as the years pulled you away. Gravel roads lead to memories where I no longer stray. The cabin stands empty, where once love filled each room, now just echoes of what was, and the silence feels like gloom. Your picture on the mantle, with edges worn and frayed, speaks of a time my heart knew well, before it all decayed. Those barefoot steps fade, but the heart remembers every shade. Echoes of your laughter in the wind's now bittersweet serenades. Every sunset that bleeds through the lonely pines, I find your shadow beside me in the whispers of the old times. Under the vast skies where the wild horses roam, I wander with this lonesome heart, forever my home. In the rustle of the leaves, in the moan of the track, I've learned love is a journey and there's no turning back. Those barefoot steps fade more with each passing day, yet your essence lingers like the rain on parched clay. And as I face another dawn, through the tears and the pain, I cherish your memory like the desert treasures the rain. As the chords soften like the light in the west, your barefoot steps fade, but in my heart they forever rest.
In the shadow of the weeping oaks on Carson's Bend, I found an old scarf blue as the dusk whispering your name. There by the creek where first you kissed my sunburned skin, now just a ghost of summer rains and love that never waned. Lonely fire hides in the ashes of our past, burning remnants of a dream too sweet to last. Under starlit skies, my heart still tries to find you in the smoke of lonely firesides. The town's grown silent, porches empty, dust has settled down. Gravel roads that knew our steps now lead to nowhere's end. And I ride these empty trails with your memory as my guide,
aching for the echo of a love that's long been dead. Lonely fire hides in the ashes of our past, burning remnants of a dream too sweet to last. As the sunset bleeds, my lonesome creed is whispered to the wind on plains no one else can see. Oh, and how the rivers run, never looking back, carving canyons deep as the regrets I've tracked. If I could hold you once again, break these rusted chains, I'd give these Roman bones to hear you call my name. Lonely fire hides, is the keeper of my cries. In every crackling spark, your laughter never dies. But tonight, as the cold encroaches wide, I'll let the river's song lull this heartache into the night. Goodbye, my love, where a lonely fire hides. In the shadow of a weathered oak tree, I carved our names in the skin of the earth. Underneath that boundless cerulean sweep where silence cradles the wildland's heart, you laughed on the porch, scarves in the wind, dreams as vast as the open plains we roamed. Hand in hand where the old world thinned in a quiet town, we almost called it home. But love shut the door with a whisper, not a roar. Left me riding trails where shadows stretch inside. Every sunset paints your face on the clouds I chase. Love shut the door, yet still your memory never said goodbye. The cabin stands empty on the ridge, windows staring blank at the turning skies. Gravel roads once danced beneath our feet, now just stir dust with my lonesome cries. The saddle's worn like the heart I've borne across miles that stretch between now and then. Each nightfall I haunt the places we'd sworn would be ours till time drew its final pen. Love shut the door with a whisper, not a roar. Left me tracing lines where our laughter used to lie. Every raindrop writes your name in the mud beside my boots. Love shut the door and the silence never lets you die. Oh, the world's a stage and I'm but a shadow fading in the twilight of a love that burned too bright to hold. As the stars emerge, I reckon they're parading all the stories of a warmth now turned to cold. Yes, love shut the door with a whisper, not a roar. And I'm a ghost on these hills, draped in the echoes of your side. Every path I walk's an echo of the ones we once explored. Love shut the door, I reckon some hearts never say goodbye. Love shut the door, here under this big sky, I still try.
the shadow of the old oak tree. An old house stood and weathered and free, windows like eyes and heavy with tales, echoes of laughter, old love and wails. I'd tie my mare to the creaking rail, her breath a mist, her cold winter pale. Oh, that old house, it knew my heart, each wooden beam torn apart. In the silence of its empty hall, I hear the whisper of the fall, the wind through the cracks, a lonesome call. Old house rode through, shadows and all. Years rolled like dust down a gravel road, her scarf in my pocket, weight of untold. The porch where we danced, now quiet and cold. Memories fading like silver turned old, where laughter rang, now only the winds moan. An empty saddle, I ride alone. Well, that old house, it knew my heart, each wooden beam torn apart. In the silence of its empty hall, I hear the whisper of the fall, the wind through the cracks, a lonesome call. Old house rode through, shadows and all. Beneath the vast, endless sky's hue, I understand now truths few knew. Love's not just the sun, but the rain and the dew. And parting's a path, old but feels new. So that old house, keep my dreams. Wrapped in the silence, sewn at the seams. With every sunset that paints the plains, part of me there forever remains. Oh, that old house, the keeper of my soul's refrains, rode through the heartache, the memories, the pain.
shadow of the oak, where whispers hang on the breeze. I first saw her wild hair glow in the sunset's tease, by the old porch step. We shared our youthful dreams under starlit skies, by the murmurs of the stream. The dust danced around our boots. The world was ours to claim. Back when the fading light first whispered out my name. Oh, the fading light called my name. Echoes of laughter lost in the wind's claim. This heart rides lonesome trails of blame underneath skies where the fading light called my name. Now the cabin stands empty, where once our laughter dwelled. Gravel roads less traveled by the tales that they once spelled. Her scarf still hangs on the hook, frayed by the years. Each thread a memory, each stain a fallen tear. The rains came and washed away, but the ache remains the same. Since the fading light softly spoke my name. Oh, the fading light called my name. Whispers of what was, sparks of an old flame, wandering through shadows of love's old game. In the quiet whispers where the fading light called my name. By the creek bed dry, under the vast aching skies, I reckon every sunset's just a sweet solemn goodbye. And in the hush of the wind, I feel her touch in the cold, a fleeting warmth to hold as the night grows old. Yes, the fading light called my name, a symphony of silence where once was fame. Riding alone, nothing's the same except the haunting beauty where the fading light called my name. Where the fading light ever gently called my name. Called my name.
where the oak tree stands alone. I found your scarf, the one you wore, now faded, frayed, and blown. The wind whispers secrets through the branches overhead, echoes of the sweet words to me you once had said. Oh, the wind whispers low beneath the coyote's cry, where the riverbeds run dry under the vast unending sky. My heart lies buried in the rugged dusty plains, where the silent sunsets bleed and only your memory remains. These gravel roads, they twist and turn past porches old and worn, each creaking board a testament to vows once sweetly sworn. The time it rode a swifter steed took you far from these wild lands, left me roaming solo with just shadows holding hands. Oh, the wind whispers low beneath the coyote's cry, where the riverbeds run dry under the vast unending sky. My heart lies buried in the rugged dusty plains, where the silent sunsets bleed and only your memory remains. I've worn my sorrow like an old leather saddle, riding trails of solitude, too lonesome to straddle. But every gust, every storm that I weather ties me stronger, the ghost of your tether. So let the wind whisper soft, let it howl, let it moan. I'll walk these empty cabins, these forgotten roads alone, as the dust claims the day with a deep purple sigh. I'm a shadow in the sunset with no tears left to cry, where the paths fade away in the lands you once roamed. The wind whispers your name, my heart's final home. In the shadow of the oak, where the wildflowers hide, I found an old scarf, blue as a prairie sky. Beneath the whispering leaves of time, there's a ranch house stood by the crumbling line. Each board and nail soaked in sun holds a tale of two hearts that beat as one. That ranch burns low as the evening falls, embers of memories through crumbling walls. The wind sings lonesome through spaces wide, carrying whispers of a love that died. An old porch swing sways with no one to see, just shadows of you, shadows of me. Years rolled like dust down an endless track. Love slipped through fingers, ain't coming back. The saddle sits dusty, the bridle hangs loose on a fence post, weathered by use and abuse. Rain falls like tears on the lonely ground in this quiet town where hope's barely found. That ranch burns low as the evening falls, embers of memories through crumbling walls. The wind sings lonesome through spaces wide, carrying whispers of a love that died. An old porch swing sways with no one to see, just shadows of you, shadows of me. By the light of the fire I see it clear, all that's lost, all I held dear. A whisper in the ashes, a dance in the flame, nothing but silence to carry my name. So let that ranch burn slow under starlit skies. Let it cleanse my soul, let it dry my eyes. As the flames reach high, touching night so deep, in the heart of the fire I'll finally sleep. An old porch swing sways with no one to see, just shadows of you fading from me.
In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the earth holds secrets deep, there's a cabin with its door swung wide, ghost of your scarf left behind. We watch the sun kiss the mountains, and on that porch our hearts we'd mend. But now the wind whispers through an empty room, where once danced our laughter, now just gloom. Old trails fade neath autumn's red, every sunset an echo of what the empty bed forgot. Gravel roads where our dreams took flight, underneath that vast starlight. Your sweet voice in the evening chill, now just a silence time won't fill. These wandering boots scuff lonesome tracks through quiet towns that can't bring you back. And the wind whispers through an empty room, where once danced our laughter, now just gloom. Old trails fade neath autumn's red, every sunset an echo of what the empty bed forgot. Now every raindrop writes your name across my dusty window pane. In every storm and each twilight, I search for you in the fading light. Still the wind whispers through an empty room, where our love's dust settles in the gloom. And as trails vanish in sunset's red, I hold on to memories that even an empty bed forgot. As the sun dips low and shadows stretch, this cowboy sings heart open, forever etched.